Once upon a time, in a faraway land, deep within the realms of fairy tales, there existed a mysterious place called the Forgotten Garden of Time. This garden was hidden within an infinite cycle of time, safeguarded like a secret, only to be found by the bravest of hearts and the seekers of quests. In a village of the fairy tale land, lived a charming little girl named Ella. Ella possessed a curious and courageous spirit. One day, she heard from the village elder, Grandfather Fairy, about the Forgotten Garden of Time. He spoke of how this garden existed in a dimension different from their own, and that only with the deepest desires of one's heart could one reach there. The moment Ella heard this tale, a fire ignited within her. From that instant, she set out on a quest to find the Forgotten Garden of Time. Along with her, she took her best friend, the little wolf companion named Argo, and embarked on an adventure-filled journey. Throughout their journey, they encountered many challenges and trials. They had to overcome treacherous forests, magical creatures, and mysterious mazes. But Ella and Argo managed to work together to surpass every obstacle they faced. For friendship and courage were the strongest shields even in the most arduous of journeys. Eventually, after a long journey, they reached the gates of the Forgotten Garden of Time. On the gate, there was an ancient symbol, a wheel, which Ella turned with the deepest desires of her heart, and the gate slowly opened. As they stepped into the garden, they were greeted by a mystical beauty surrounding them. It was a place filled with colorful flowers, jewel-like fruit trees, and dancing butterflies. But the most remarkable of all was a grand clock tower standing in the center of the garden. The hands of the clock danced as if part of an eternal waltz. As Ella and Argo explored every corner of the garden, they noticed the flow of time around them changing. Seasons shifted rapidly, stories were born and faded away. Yet, the pace of time helped them understand the value of the moment they were in. In the Forgotten Garden of Time, cherishing and experiencing every moment together became the most precious treasure. Ella and Argo stayed in the Forgotten Garden of Time for a long while. Each day brought new adventures, new friendships, and new lessons. But most importantly, they learned to appreciate the value of every moment they spent together and strengthened their bond even further. Eventually, Ella and Argo had to leave the Forgotten Garden of Time. However, the journey had left an everlasting mark on their lives. Though they returned to their village, the experience in their hearts would always illuminate their path. And in the realm of fairy tales, the secret of the Forgotten Garden of Time still remains guarded. For the brave hearts and the seekers of quests, this mystical garden always presents an opportunity to embark on a new journey. Because the Forgotten Garden of Time is a timeless tale that touches the heart of everyone within.